All right. Hey, sexies. Welcome to 3D at Slut Talk. I'm Nikki.
And I'm King.
Can you feel that? Can you feel the pussy power in the room? Today's guest is hot, slutty, and just a sexually powerful alpha female who will definitely dominate our listeners today. Everybody welcome Mistress Marinda. Thanks for being on the show, Mommy. How are you?
Glad to be back. I'm doing great. I heard you sluts missed me, so how could I not grace you with my presence again? Everyone ready for a hot show?
Yes. So what's happened? What's been happening with you since you were last on the show?
Oh, you know the drill. Long romantic walks on the beach, followed by ball gags and subjugation. Just another day.
Okay, so Miranda, very nice to see you again. You know, you're always a pleasure, dear. What made you want to get into the adult industry?
Well, I was kind of a prude growing up. I was really big into the wait for marriage and everything. Then I met a really handsome guy and fell in love, and we did it. And I was like, holy cow, this is what I've been missing? So I immediately went to the local gas station back when you could still buy porno mags there and found a bunch of BDSM mags and started buying books on it. Next thing I know, I'm a phone sex operator doing private porn videos.
Nice. That's yeah. I mean, it could have happened to anybody, I guess. I didn't meet the right guy, I guess. So,
and so Marinda, would there be anything you would have done you would have done differently, knowing what you know now?
I would have known my worth more. It's really easy to get taken advantage of when you're young and just starting out in the industry. Everyone assumes that you're just dumb and horny. But now that I know my worth, I can command a more reasonable treatment and salary. Hi, Chikoko.
Wonderful.
All right, Marinda. We learned on the previous episode that you got some big knockers, girl, like them some boulders. So, do you have like a specialty bra distributor that makes the industrial type straps for your bras, or do you just go down to the local Home Depot and get them industrial straps, girl?
Yes, I have G-cup boobs. Mine are a little saggy because I actually go braless most of the time. I do get specialty bras sometimes from places like Cacique, but it's hard to find cute bras this big. Everybody just wants to do beige and black. And yeah, they are pretty industrial strength. The straps on one of those things could choke a man.
So you're saying that I need to like invest in a designer boulder holder company that specializes in the big ones. Gotcha.
Sell matching panties, because most of us that are thick up top got some major junk in the trunk too.
Beautiful booties. Do you have a favorite technique you like to use when in a session with a sub? And would you give us a demonstration on one of our audience members?
Gladly. Now, there's actually different kinds of subs, somewhat mommy, somewhat mistress, somewhat the angry police lady to interrogate them. So first I suss out what exactly it is they're trying to get out of this session, and then we work with it. Like, for instance, if you're into humiliation, and I find that out, I'm going to put you in panties and garters and make you talk as if you were female while you're servicing me.
Nice. Okay, so so I know a little bit more about you than like the audience members, some of them anyways. So I know that you're in a polyamorous relationship. Correct?
Yes, I
Why
am.
don't you tell us about that? It's very interesting.
Well, it's weird because I've known since I was very young that I'm not monogamous. When I realized I had a crush on two twin brothers, and everybody's like, you have to pick one. And I said, why? Nobody ever explained to me why that was the rule. So as I got older, I realized that I had more love to give and could engage with multiple people without feeling like I was losing anything of myself. So I started being more open with partners, and it's like, look, if you want to be with me, you have to realize that I'm a very passionate person. I'm a very sexual person. And that might mean that I want to bring another person into the relationship. But there's a very big thing on communication and mutual respect. The guys, I have 3 husbands right now, have to be vetted by all the husbands. We have to make sure that it's a good fit. I want them to be like brothers, not just sex partners.
Real quick, Nikki, did we get a member of the audience to volunteer? Because I think I have one. If we didn't.
Oh, well, if there is a volunteer, I mean, make a scenario and let Mistress demonstrate her technique. I mean, let's do this.
Okay, well,
Sexy.
Mr. Radagast Wolf said he would volunteer.
Ooh, let's do it. Oh, by the way, speaking of volunteering, we are going to play a game with Marinda a little later called Kneel or No Kneels. So what you need to do is you need to convince Mistress to dom you. So if we need 3 contestants. So if you're interested, we want you to come kneel in front of the stage to take your spot, and so we can play the game later. Be interesting.
Yes, very interesting. I can't wait for that. So
Me either.
okay, Mr. Wolf, what does he need to do, Nikki? Just come up to the stage? What?
Yeah, just so walk up to the stage, in local, just kind of RP your kink, and let's see Miranda's technique.
Get your cute ass up here.
I see him walking into the table over there. He's all nervous.
Oh, I see him walking into the table too.
Yeah.
Poor boy. He's all frazzled. Don't worry, baby. Mommy's gonna take real good care of you.
Listen. Woo.
Can somebody partner with Mr. Wolf and like do a quick little whatever? Because I think he's stuck.
Yes. Let's take this start.
While we get Mr. Wolf up here, take a few seconds. How does that polyamory thing, being a poly couple work? I mean, is the men, do they get like in their feelings a little bit? Like, do you have to give them equal time or what?
There is some jealousy sometimes if it seems like I'm lavishing more attention on the other. I do try very hard to make it equal, taking into consideration what each one wants and needs. Plus, they spend a lot of time together, like we all have common interests such as gaming. So allowing them to bond like bros really, really helps.
Well, there is Mr. Wolf. He is standing in front of you, ma'am, so have at it.
So, Mr. Wolf, in local, would you please RP your kink to her so we can see this technique she uses? I'm excited. Here we go.
Well, 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 a new pet for the collection. Tell me, little wolf, do you want mistress or do you want mommy?
We want mistress and mommy.
He does have a nice little body on him. I think I'll enjoy this.
I'm blind.
Yeah, I could see that chest with some scratches on it.
I love that.
Mistress it is then. You think you can handle this? Come here to me, boy.
So let me break the silence by asking.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, I don't know how the dom thing works, but is it like customary to kneel in front of a mistress or a dom when you want their attention?
Yeah, that is usually how my subs approach me. They'll strip naked or get on their knees, put their hands behind their back, and request my attention. And sometimes I'll make them wait.
All right, let's see this technique.
Yes, what a good little puppy you're being. You like being naked in front of all these people? Exposed like the little whore you are?
Okay.
I'm thinking about putting you over my knee. So tell me, is this your first time tasting the forbidden fruit of submission? Or are you an experienced little slut? Okay, the spanking. Oh, put him on the cross. Over here, pretty boy.
Okay, so right now, for the listeners who are not in the room, Mistress Marinda is demonstrating her techniques when she doms, which is very sexy. Makes me want to get dommed.
Well, I told you I'd take you out after this, Nikki.
I'm blushing.
I do have a dungeon in my house.
Oh, wow.
Now, normally
Explore one day.
for pain sluts like this one, we start with a soft warm-up like a spanking. Enough to sting, but not enough to give too much. Now, depending on how naughty they've been today, they may upgrade to a paddle or a crop. But the real fun comes... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just curious on how do you determine if they've been naughty or not? Do they tell you? Do you ask? Or how does that happen?
More broken in subs will confess. Sometimes I think they make up infractions just to get spanked.
Ooh.
But if I think they've been naughty or I've seen them do something naughty, I'll interrogate them about it. Lying to me has its punishments, but some consider it a perk.
Wonderful.
Yeah. I have a crop, a riding crop. It's not one of them cheap little Spencer gifts ones. Like we bought this from the Ocala Breeders Association. Like this one right here is used to slap a thoroughbred with, so it ain't breaking anytime soon. Yes, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, I buy mine from an actual horse supply shop. It's no good if it doesn't make it sting.
I'm gonna put that on the back of my car. Stings.
I actually make and sell my own bondage gear, including paddles and restraints and things like that.
Okay, well, while Marinda is over there doming Mr. Wolf, doing a fabulous job, I might add. Let's go ahead and move on to the 2 truths and a lie. Okay, so Marinda, if you are able to, you can play along with us. Give us 2 truths and a lie, and see if we can guess the lie.
All right. I'm keeping his mouth occupied because he decided to get bratty with me.
Oh, his mouth is full. All right, girl, let's hear your 2 truths and a lie.
All right. Story number 1. I was working as a dominatrix in a big city, and I received a request for extreme discretion. And I figured, oh, this guy's married or something. He shows up. It was a local pastor. He still had the clerical collar on and everything. And he asked for some twisted stuff, let me tell you. A holy man got very unholy that night. The second story. I one time had exhibitionist sex up against a window on the 12th floor of a hotel with the windows open during rush hour and people on the street could see me. Third story. I one time convinced 3 women to get drunk and start stripping in a bar and rubbing breasts together like a Cinemax shower scene.
Ooh, you're making this hard for us. So it's everybody's job to guess which one was the lie. And I don't know. I'm gonna struggle with this. I'm gonna say your story number 2 was the lie. Anybody else?
I'm also gonna do story number 2.
Everyone's saying this. So Apathy says the third story is the lie.
Envy and apathy are correct. Story 1 and 2 were true.
So we were, yeah. So that means the second one was the lie, right? So
Or no. Envy and apathy were right that the third one was the lie. I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
Oh.
So 1 and 2 are true.
Right. We're losers.
Like I really had this. I had this vision of some chicks like rubbing them against each other. Like that's.
You're probably touching yourself right now, you dirty bird.
King's the dirtiest little slut I know.
I am. I really am.
All right, folks. It's time for our Ask a Dom segment, where you, the listeners, get to ask the mistress all of those questions you might be too shy to ask Google. I know I have a few. And I want to know, how does a real-life mistress advertise her services when starting out, before she builds up her clientele, and how much does a session cost?
Well, I started back in the early aughts, so this is before Craigslist was a breeding ground for serial killers. Craigslist, Backpage, and also, I don't know if you've ever been to Vegas, but some of the girls there will make up what look like baseball cards and slide them into a chain link fence, and you just pull the card out and call the number if you want that girl. So I used to hand out cards like that in bars to couples who I thought could benefit from a little therapy. And
So-
oh, go ahead.
No, so you never used like Backpages or Craigslist. You just made cards. That's interesting. I like.
Oh, I know. I did both.
Oh, okay. Nice. I like the strategy. And how much, like my earlier question was, what would you have done differently? And you said, your worse. So how much, were you charging per session? And how much would you have charged knowing what you know now?
When I started out, I was charging about $150 an hour because I had equipment costs and stuff, and I didn't fully know what I was doing. A couple of years ago, when I was still doing it professionally, and if I were to go back now, my specializations command me about a $500 an hour salary, 3-hour minimum.
Yeah. I'm in the wrong business, like totally the wrong business. I had a vision, because you said you were before the internet type thing, like looking through the penny saver, right? Trying to find you a coupon and then come across, need me some subs, $500 an hour. What? $250 on Thursdays. But okay, so is it my turn? Nikki?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm not sure if everybody knows what Shibari is. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I just sounded out. So do you know that? Do you know what it is, Marinda?
Yes, I do. It's actually one of my specialty fetishes for women, doing advanced Shabari and Suspension.
Well, my next little add to that was, do you use it? Which you just answered that one. And how do you apply it, like in a session with your subs? Because I might want to be one.
It is easier to do with girls because, well, boys have balls and it can get in the way of the rope sometime. But girls, you can just snug that rope right up against their slit and drive them absolutely insane.
Oh my God.
But we usually begin with tying their hands above their head during a punishment or an interrogation. Then we move on to wrapping them up. I try to make it pretty. I do like ornamental knots and stuff so that it feels almost like lingerie and yet very naughty.
You got my teeth chattering. I can hear them under the kitchen table.
I've even made girls go out with me with Shibari harnesses on under their clothes.
Wonderful. We're going to take a question from the audience. Devin wants to know, are couples popular? Like, are they regulars? Do you have, do you dom couples at all, or?
Yes, actually. I do kind of an instructional thing where if one decides that they want to try it out and the other doesn't quite know their role, they'll both come to me, and while I'm giving pointers to the dominant one, I'll also be walking the submissive through what it is they like. I'm kind of the mediator.
Sure.
Does anybody else have any questions for the lady? Just put them in local, and we will have her answer them. So,
Radicus looked like you wanted to ask something. Sorry.
Yeah, Chef says he wants to ask me something. Why am I dressed like you? Well, because you're the cool one, Chef. Like, we all strive to be you, brother. So I just figured like I would put on my chef outfit today, and look like one of the cool kids. Does that answer it?
Question. I have a question for you, Mistress. My question is, everyone is different, and you explain this. Some people are looking for mommies, some people are looking for mistresses. So do your clients have different kinks or needs? Or do you have a fixed method of doming that you use? Is it like just, you just go with the flow, or is there,
It's actually pretty involved. Before I let a sub even come to wherever the session is going to be, I have a questionnaire that they have to fill out. What are some of your fantasies? Is there anything you're really scared of? Is there a subject you would like to explore? Like, I get a lot of guys and girls who want to have that sweet virginity loss storyline or something like that.
Okay.
So I want to know their psychology before I get into it, because you can't just, if someone has had some kind of unpleasantness in their life and you just jump straight into smacking them around, you could lose the session very quickly.
Absolutely. Bring back some traumas. Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Okay, so we got several questions that we need to run through real quick. Radagast Wolf. I'm not sure if that's a question or not. It says the way the ropes are tied actually are able to hold the sub's weight without hurting the person. So Tiffy Cats says, I found it difficult to handle more than one sub. How many would you say is the best to be able to satisfy them all?
I think the easiest thing, I think the easiest number to manage is 3, because if one of them is needing more attention in that particular minute, you can focus on them while giving the other 2 permission to explore with each other. And also, you can encourage them to punish each other. Like, oh, you got Mistress's attention off of me, I'm going to spank you.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Nikki,
Very
Devin
nice.
asked another question.
Yep. Devin would like to know, what is your most requested fetish or kink? Good question, Devin.
Well, like I said, I specialize in therapeutic doming, as funny as those two words sound together. And some of my biggest requests are humiliation, like cross-dressing, foot worship. Usually this comes from men who are in very high stress or high demand jobs that just want to completely let go and be used for once instead of having to do all the work. And my other specialization, that's why I'm also a mommy, is dealing with people that have, I don't want to say age regression because that sounds disgusting, but they want to be handled with care. They want to be loved and cuddled, but still under my control. So those are my two big wheelhouses.
Same.
Okay, so I guess that's caulking. Is that how to pronounce it? If there are people that are into more extreme things, how do you develop that trust between one another? And because with pain, humiliation, bondage, I can see that trust is very important. So how would you do that, Marinda?
Well, first thing, when they tell you that kink, you always emphasize the importance of the safe word. Let them know that if things start to get out of hand, they can stop. That's a big trust builder right there, knowing that your body is going to be respected. But also, you always start slow. I consider it like if I was a guy deflowering a girl. If I want it to be special and I want them to enjoy it, you got to start slow, work them up to it, maybe a little slap here, a slap there. Let their body and their mental state tell you when it's time to really grab them or kick them, whatever it is that they came for.
Nice.
And I have a quick question too, really quick. So is there an extra cost for certain requests that people ask of you? Like, something more hardcore, maybe? Is there an extra cost to that, or like, how does that work?
The only extra costs are like if you want me to go out to dinner with you beforehand. Some people, like someone in the comments pointed out, it can be like a girlfriend experience. Also, if I have to get any specialized equipment for the particular fetish you have, like if they're into blood drawing, I always buy new needles, new tubing. So they would have to pay the cost of that. Sorry. No, it's pretty flat rate.
Flat rates, huh? On the
Awesome.
on the dolly. Ooh, nice. Okay, so does anybody else have a question? Have we went through all of the questions, Miss Nikki?
Let's stand local.
Okay, well, Sassafras has a question.
Yep.
Okay, Sassy says, where do you start when you want to try all and try it all?
Feel it.
Find out what you love. When it comes to all of it.
So where do I start? Like I said, it starts with the questionnaire, but if I actually feel like I'm getting close to the sub and they're really connecting with me, because sometimes it's just, okay, we did the kink, you're satisfied, I'm satisfied, go home. But sometimes it can lead to deeper feelings than that. And that's where I can really get into it, because I can really analyze them and get into the core of their psyche. King, what are you doing? And just truly get to know them. And that's where the real pleasure lies, knowing and understanding each other.
Right. Yeah. And one last question. So Tiffy Cat wants to know, say you have 5 subs and you're suggesting free max. Is there an easy way to let them go other than a direct order? Should I find another miss for them?
Well, to be specific, I meant like 3 in the same room at a time. You can have multiple subs. You just need to work out, for lack of a better term, a schedule, just like I do with my lovers. They know that, okay, on this day, you and I are going to do something. You don't have to release them from your service. You just have to balance it out, space it out, make sure they get their individual time and their group time.
Awesome.
Sounds fair enough.
I might hit you up after the show for to get on the schedule. Just saying. Okay. Are we ready for the?
We can move on to the. Yes, sir. Let's
okay,
go.
so we're gonna do the deserted island. The 3 things that you would take on the deserted island. So, Mistress, are you ready?
Wait.
Oh,
No,
what?
you have to read.
What?
You have to read the question.
Okay.
Read the statement. You have to read the statement.
I am.
Come on.
I am
The story.
to read you like you jumped in way too quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you have a filthy rich sub who wants to be dommed where no one can hear his screams. So he takes you in his private yacht and sails you and him to a deserted island. Tell us what 3 things you brought to that deserted island.
Woo.
Okay. Lube. Definitely lube, because
Wow.
lube is the most important part of sex after pleasure. You will get so much further with it. I am a huge lube advocate. All my subs know, no lube, no love. I would bring a knife, because then I could cut down vines to make the ropes. I could peel wood to make paddles and switches. And then I think the third thing would be something comfortable for afterward. Like maybe a really nice sleeping bag, because aftercare is important too.
Wow, Mommy, you cease to amaze me. So creative you are.
Not caulking, yes, the knife could be used for knife play too. I have done that.
Oh my. Okay. So we are about to play Kneel or No Kneel. I see we have 1 contestant up here already. We need 3. So I need 2 more men who want to win Marinda's attention. And I need 2 more contestants to get on up here and kneel before her. And we need you to convince her that you will be the best sub in 1 purple paragraph. So do we have any players here? Come on up and kneel before her.
Real quick, I just want to say thank you, Rad. We really appreciate you being a sport. He said he has to get on off and go, so we just wanted to thank him for
thank you, Rad,
for his participation.
Thank you very much for your time, Rad. I'll be seeing you later.
I knew that was coming. So, while we're getting the volunteers, do you want to do the Would You Rather, Nikki?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do the Would You Rather segment. This should be fun. So come on up, guys, if you want to be dommed by Marinda. Come and kneel before her on the stage here. We're going to be playing Kneel or No Kneel in a few minutes.
Kneel, right. No kneel.
So, Marinda, I'm going to ask you a Would You Rather question. My Would You Rather question is, would you rather be worshipped as a mistress but never be able to have an orgasm, or be multi-orgasmic but never be able to be a mistress?
The answer might shock you, but I would go with the inability to orgasm.
You know what? That doesn't actually shock me at all, because I feel from you right away that you get a lot out of being a mistress. And I'm sure orgasms are just physical, and I'm sure you get a lot more mental stimulation and pleasure from it. So yeah, I would not surprised by that at all.
Yeah,
Good
people
answer.
think that doms are just mean or like we just get off on slapping people around. And yeah, it is fun. That is one of the great fringe benefits of the job. But we're there to fulfill the deepest things in your mind, the thing that maybe you don't feel like you could share with your partner or with the world. And watching someone who came in all nervous and, oh, please don't think I'm a freak. And then seeing them leave with a deep satisfaction that you gave them is very rewarding.
All right. Yeah.
Marinda, could you sit down? Because you make me nervous, like standing over me with that tail, like whipping back and forth. Like
you just want me to spank you with this tail, don't you?
I mean, it was in my fantasies. I wrote it down in a book. Like my bucket list has that in it.
I think there's a lot of shy men in here. Nobody's willing to kneel and compete for the kneel or no kneel segment.
Women are allowed too.
Yes, women are allowed too.
Yes, come on, everybody, because if nobody volunteers, that means I have to get up there and kneel for Miss Marinda, the mistress.
I have to tell you guys, my favorite philosophy I came up with on bisexuality. People ask, how can you be bisexual? Doesn't that make you feel weird? And I say, look at it this way. If you bat for both teams, you have a better chance of hitting the World Series.
Okay. King, do you have a would you rather question for Marinda?
Would you rather, like, I did have a good one and I forgot to write it down, but would you rather only do it mid-dictionary style for the rest of your life, or get paddled continuously for 20 hours?
Shockingly, I really do like missionary because I like to be able to see my lover's reaction. Doggy style can be hot, but I want to see what I'm doing to you while I'm doing it to you.
Well, I mean, there you go. That's nice. Okay. What about you, Nikki? Do you have another one, or?
I don't. No, I only wrote one down because I figured we'd be doing this kneel or no kneel, but y'all are chicken shit. So.
Well, I have a would you rather question for you, Nikki.
Ooh.
Yes.
Give it to me, mommy.
Would you rather walk around in a public place with a vibrator that is being remote controlled by your partner, or would you rather have a riskier sex incident like I did up against the window where everyone could see you? It's kind of covert naughty versus outward naughty.
So I'm shy, and but like I'm a shy slut, so I would do it in the window for sure. Yeah, because I mean, like public nudity or whatever is. You said public nudity, right? Because if you didn't say public nudity, then I'm crazy, and I would totally pick the first one. But I'm pretty
no,
sure
like no. You're fully dressed, but
like that one. Then you walk around with a lemons toy in my pussy while my partner controlled it. Absolutely, that one. Yes, that one.
Okay, while y'all are doing, okay, so I have a few for both of y'all. Y'all can answer simultaneously if you want, but
nice.
And look, okay, so these, I mean, don't judge me. Okay, so would you rather have sex in front of your parents or have to watch your parents have sex?
Oh, thank God. Oh dear.
It's a good one, right?
That one is good.
Like home run.
King, you have revealed one of my naughty secrets. I have been routinely fucked while on the phone with my mother.
Nice.
Oh,
What about
my God.
What about you, Nikki?
Oh, that was for me? Oh, my God.
It's for both of y'all.
Oh. Well, okay. So, when both my parents were alive, I was in elementary school, and I could not bring friends home after school because you would walk into my house and all you would hear is my mom screaming, my dad slapping her, and her being like, "Yes, Rick, fuck me." And so I mean, I guess technically my parents have fucked in front of me before. I would rather so I guess I would pick that one. At least I'm used to it. Yeah.
Okay, I've got another one for y'all. Would you rather be the plus one in a couple's threesome, or have a threesome with your partner and bring in a third?
Wait, I'm sorry, that confused me a little.
Okay, so
would I want to be the unicorn with a couple? Would I rather have a unicorn with me and my partner?
There you go. Exactly.
That's the hard choice, though. Like, that's just... I've been the unicorn.
Me too.
In a threesome. It's fun.
I've always wanted to be a unicorn.
I've also had a unicorn in, geez, I don't think I can answer that.
Okay, I got another one for you then.
So you didn't let me answer, King.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Mistress Ma'am.
Well, one of my current partners, I was actually the unicorn for him and his wife. And
Nice.
I prefer to be the unicorn because I know my role. The hard part about bringing a third in the bed is sometimes they don't know their role. They try to...
Oh, go ahead. Agree with you completely. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
You bring in another girl and she tries to go all girlfriend wifey mode, and it's like, no, that's not what we're here for. Stop it.
Back it up, bitch. Yes.
Chef, a unicorn. Chef asked, what is a unicorn? A unicorn is a bisexual person, usually a woman, who is actually willing to fuck a couple or married spouses. A lot of girls who are bi will not get in that situation because they don't want the drama. Me personally, it doesn't bother me. I think it's hot to please a man and a woman at the same time. So I'm good.
I would love to be a straight unicorn, but
whips.
Okay, so I love that soundbite. That is the best one ever. You two, would y'all rather have sex blindfolded or handcuffed?
Yeah. Blindfolded if he's ugly. Handcuffed if he's not.
Blindfolds are hot, but like I said, I like to see what's happening with my partner. Plus if I'm going to be subby, having my hands tied behind my back is really hot because it makes me feel like I've surrendered control of the situation.
Nice. Do y'all want one more?
Yes, please.
Sure, give it to us. Give it to us, King.
Give it to me, Daddy. Okay, so would you rather have your partner only be able to use his or her hands or his or her mouth for foreplay?
I would go with hands. Getting eaten out is nice and all, but hands can do a lot more. It can spank, it can stroke.
It can penetrate.
My tongue can penetrate. I'm just saying.
No, but your tongue cannot penetrate as deep as your finger, and your tongue cannot curl and, stroke our G-spot. So
look, I can stroke a G-spot with my tongue curls, girl. It's a long bastard. Like, that thing gets on it.
Listen to Sassy giggling, like guilty as charged back there. Listen to her fucking giggle. That's hilarious.
Yeah. She was giggling on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna go with Oh, but oh yeah, that's a tough one.
It is the hard decision.
It is really hard because I like, to be sucked on. And that's now I'm I love when a man just sucks on my clit and just pulls it back as he's staring in my eyes, just lets it go. Oh my God, it's so good.
For me, it's my nipples. I have, despite the size of them, I have really sensitive nipples. So when a guy does like that long, flat lick all around them, it's like, oh, hello.
Hello. Yes.
Okay, one more for you two. Would you rather eat ice cream with ketchup or a banana with ketchup? Go.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Like, what are we, pregnant here?
Well, I mean, if that's your fetish, Nikki, I could put one in you.
I mean, how about we just eat the ice cream with the banana? Leave the ketchup, like, for, Shark Week. I mean, forget about ketchup. Ew. I think no, I'm not going to answer that. I refuse. I'm not a pirate.
I mean, if I absolutely had to, I'd go with the ice cream because ketchup and ice cream are both sweet. The banana would it would taste really mealy, and I don't want it.
I don't like sticking anything in my mouth that can touch the little dangly thing in the back of my throat. So I would do the ice cream and ketchup too.
I'm saying touch the dangly thing at the back of my throat. You gotta play WAP when we're done. Chef.
That's what I was thinking.
Sorry. Yes. Or you can park that big truck right in my little garage. So sorry. Oh, wait.
That's going to be another soundbite. I mean, it is.
Yes. Yes. Angry.
Okay, that's all of the questions that I have for you two.
I did have a
ladies
question for you, King.
Ooh.
Did you, after the conversation we had yesterday with someone, would you like me to do a little soliloquy on how a person can become more confident in the bedroom?
Oh, do it. This would be, yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I hope she's listening, King.
Don't make me touch myself. Let's go. Do it.
All right. The most important thing about becoming more confident and assertive in the bedroom is communication with your partner. If there's something you don't feel is the best about you, like you think your boobs are too small, ask them to give you an example of something that they like about that attribute about you. And if you're wanting to step into more kinky pursuits, one thing I've found for helping, especially women who are usually really shy, embrace that dommy side, is have an item, whether it's a corset or a pair of gloves or a riding crop, that when you pick it up, you're not the shy little mouse anymore. You are mistress. Let that be your power, and it will lead you.
I hope the one that that one was directed towards heard it. I'm sure she did.
I'm
sure
she did.
Oh,
That's
I have
good advice. That's some really good advice there.
It's
Yes.
very, very good advice. I have a quote of the day, right? I just wanted to throw this out here real quick while we're getting people lined up, because I see in local that there are people that want to be subs now. Okay, you got to take this one off the cuff, because when I heard it, I laughed my ass off because it was in a different context. But the quote of the day is, "It always feels better without protection."
And does it?
But
Yeah.
I mean, it really does. But that's, of course, for couples who have been together for a while. Like, always use protection if you're out there just slamming it down, on a one night stand or something. But I thought that was when I heard it, I laughed my ass off. So, because it is true. I mean, like, it does feel better without protection, but we always want to protect ourselves if we're unsure of the other partner. So
Absolutely. Look at Dave Rave over there getting some. Get you some. Make
and take it from a professional. Protection and regular testing is the most important thing you can do to ensure not only a healthy life, but the safety of yourself and other people you sleep with. And if a guy or a girl tries to pressure you not to use protection, even though you're trying to be safe, even if they're hot, even if they are doing the best things you've ever seen, do not compromise on this. It is not worth the risk to your life. It is not worth the risk of pregnancy to put yourself through that. Either protect yourself or walk away.
Yes. Now, I'm looking at Kinky Devin right there on his knees. So he chose to kneel. This will be exciting. Obviously, is there any more subs out there? I don't know. Is Sassy being a sub or is she just...
I don't know. I see Sassy sitting there. I'm not sure if she is subbing it up or not. Sassy, would you type in a little for
Sassy? You subbing, Sassy? Ask her. Is she in the room? Yes, you, Sassy. Are you on your knees or are you just sitting there? Because yeah.
You got.
Yes. What? You're on your knees or you're subbing? Like, are you subbing or are you just sitting there?
Yeah, she said she will try.
Okay,
honey, you got to get on your knees.
You got to get on your knees, baby girl. Get on your knees. So it is a competition between Devin and Sassy. And they're going. So what they need to do is convince you, beg you to be their mistress, and convince you that they will be the best sub. Which is the little game we're gonna play.
And real quick, I don't have a good pull-out game. I see that in local. Like, I got 3 kids, so like I was never good at that. Like my pull-out game was horrible.
Well, you know, wet ass pussy makes that pull-out game weak.
What? Oh, it, girl.
We keep quoting this song like it's just this is the Slut Talk song, and that is our theme song.
Cardi B, tweet about us. Megan Thee Stallion, support us.
All right. We're going to give our contestants a few minutes to write 1 purple paragraph. Again, convincing mistress to accept them. And then Marinda is going to ask each one of them a would you rather question. And their answer will determine who she chooses.
You don't have to be worried, Devin. Just tell me something that turns you on. Tell me what you would do to feel that pleasure from me.
Tell me, Marinda, what is one thing that you find yourself sometimes sitting there just craving about a lover, female or male? Like, what do you find yourself drifting off into a daydream about?
Honestly, aftercare is a huge thing for me. Whether we've been kinky or not, aftercare, afterglow, whichever you want to describe it. I'm very empathic. It's part of what I think makes me a good dom. But I like to see the release on their face. I like to see that they truly feel special. Even if they're just a client, they deserve to feel special. Everyone does. So that's what gets me really kind of smiley and silly, is that the memories of seeing them climax and seeing them just be happy.
That's all I'm getting.
Oh, I love my soundboard. Okay. So, I think these 2 subs are a little bit too shy for this purple paragraph.
Yeah, Hadril, I agree with you completely. When they finally get there, it's almost like victory music in a video game. Like, even if you're the most confident person in the world, getting them there it's like, yes, I am God. I have done it.
Ooh, there's
Well, that and Sassy, she's still typing out her paragraph.
that's
Um,
good.
I can hear.
We're gonna wait for her. We'll wait for
Yeah,
her.
I can hear the finger taps a blazing.
So, King, why don't you read
Yes.
Devin's purple paragraph?
I will.
Read
Okay,
aloud.
so Devin, I would please miss any way that I could, giving you my undivided attention and attending to Miss's needs. I'd also listen to Miss, following her every order or command. Also, I'd bring my own lube.
Woo!
Dang. Remember to bring the lube is already major points.
Yes.
Oh, and guys, this is just a side commentary that I'm sure Nikki can agree with. Spit is not lube.
Spit is not lube. Spit is not lube. Spit in my mouth. Spit on my pussy, but it's not lube. Spit is not lube. No.
Oh my.
Cockney asked me a question. What to do with shy subs?
Yes, because Cocking is a very shy sub. Very, very shy. He wanted to come up here, but he's too shy to, so he stayed over there. So tell us, what do you do with shy subs?
A lot of positive reinforcement to start out, because they need to know you're a safe person before they're going to open up. Shy people need to feel secure and understood. So first you figure out where they are in that moment, and then you can gently start to introduce things. Just push it a little bit at a time until they get in the groove, and then you can get more brave.
Slang strategy.
Yeah, this is so informative, man. I've got like pages of notes that I've been writing down just in case. So
see, like I wouldn't make a good, mistress, because I wouldn't be like that. I would just be like,
Fucking splurge, get your ass back here.
that's the way I roll. So like I would be like, you know what, sink or swim, sub, sink or swim. But that's just it's my rough around the edges thing.
Oh, there are definitely people that like that. I just, but there's still a level of understanding. I think, sorry to keep soapboxing here, but the biggest misconception about BDSM is that it's all whips, chains, and handcuffs. There is so much more that goes into planning a scene, getting to know your sub, because anybody can smack anybody around and call it BDSM, but that doesn't mean it gives the satisfaction that either of you are looking for.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Well, one quick point. I geez, I've never seen that letter of the alphabet before. I bet you could just use one as a pillow and then use one as a blanket, snuggle up real good in them. Oh my God. What?
So, Rabbit Rock wants to know what you think about brats. Do you find them to be interesting, fun, or more annoying? It's a good question.
I'm a brat tamer.
Oh, yeah.
I've found that there's two kinds of brats. The ones that are being cute and using it as a tool they want to be punished. They want you to put them in their place. And this is how they exert power in the scene. Then there are the ones that I've found who use the I'm a brat as a cover for I'm difficult, frustrating, and I'm really trying to call the shots here, but yet call myself a sub. And those people I just want to paddle, and not in the fun way.
Nice. What misconceptions have you found? Devin wants to know.
The biggest one that I think so many people don't know is that when you see a dom, you're not seeing a prostitute. A lot of doms will not actually have sex with you. They will bring you to pleasure, but you will never actually fuck them, get sucked by them, any of that. Because that's not what we're here for. We're here, if you wanted regular sex, you can find anybody anywhere. We're here to take you to that level based on the things that you fantasize about, the things that you can't necessarily get anywhere else.
Right.
I never want to be one then, because like you said one thing that just like shut it down for me. Like, goodness, no sucking, like no.
You're giving me ideas.
I know. That's, I'm a teaser. Sorry. Just wiggle my booty in your face. So we have Sassy's purple paragraph. I'm going to read it to you now. Sassy says, "I will do as you say, and as you fucking wish from me. I want a hot hit ass, and bite you. I make some. Got the lube and more than one kind of pick from. Put me in a timeout. Make me know how hot it is. I don't know that word. Sorry, and fuck you deep." So
I think she's saying I think she's wanting to say that show her how it feels to be naughty.
Yes,
that's what it is. The gist of it. So we have your two subs here. Are you going to ask them a would you rather question to see who's the winner, or are you going to do this, mommy?
I think I will ask them a would you rather question. This is directed to both of you, so no putting each other on the spot. Would you rather be a sub for 1 year if it meant that you were free access, not only to me, but if I brought anyone over? Or would you rather have a more soft subbing for 5 years, being spoiled and punished in equal measure?
So, Devin, which would it be for you?
Heck, Nikki, why don't you answer the question while we wait for them?
I would go with well, it depends. Like, so it depends on, I don't know. Difficult.
Want
I like
to be pampered.
I like both, but I also like to be used. So I like to be used and passed around if the moment's right, But yeah, I'd go with number 2. Yeah. Oh, so Devin chooses number 1. Very nice. And what does Sassy choose? Which would she rather?
Looks like Chikoko's having a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see.
Is Sassy gonna answer the would you rather question?
Yeah,
did she hear it?
Yeah, she is. She should be answering it now. Oh,
all right.
Okay. Yeah, she goes all of it. I want both. I want a little of both.
We got a greedy little slut here.
Yeah.
Those are the best kind, if you ask me. I want my sluts to be needy little things.
Well, I'm pretty needy. I'm just gonna say like I'll be needy.
So, Mistress, who do you choose?
Well, it honestly is kind of a day-by-day thing with me. But right now, Sassy, I love you and you are great in bed. But today, I think I'm going to pick Devin.
Devin Dick today. Woo! Devin, you wait. I have a button for that. 1 second.
Wow! Congratulations!
Yes. Oh, yay. So.
Well, congratulations, Devin.
Devin, you are the sub.
Look at Chico go. I think that's Chico. Is that what are they doing over there?
That's Chico. Yeah. He is beating that pussy up. That's what he's beating that pussy up.
Okay, so first and foremost, let me say, if y'all have not joined the server yet, Chef has been putting the link in the server or the link to the server throughout the whole the whole podcast. So if y'all haven't joined it, please join it. You get all kinds of little goodies. As a matter of fact, I just made a little emoticon out of Nikki. So
What? You made me an emoji or? Okay,
yeah, an emoji, a reaction emoji. Like if you, yeah, I know, right?
I haven't
So
seen it yet, though. I have not seen it.
it's there, honey. It's you like I don't know, like it's a good one. I also made a couple more like the what do you call that? The logo is one and all that good stuff. So I think it's about time for us to wrap this up because well, I'm running out of things.
It's just that time. It's just that fucking time. It's time to fucking go.
It is. Now, we might be changing the time of this podcast. I put a poll in our server yesterday. And I haven't checked the results of that poll yet. So we might be changing the server. I mean the time of the show. So more people can come and see it and listen to it if they want to. So I haven't even checked the poll yet to see what's winning. So I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all so much for coming, sitting here, listening to us just like banter. And of course, Marinda, you are amazing as always. So I just want to thank you.
I'd be happy to come on anytime and give any education or ideas that anyone would like. I hope Devin's liking his prize over here.
One thing that I did see was I think it was Tiffy Cat. Somebody asked who could they talk to after the show.
About
Tiffy actually asked me, and I did say that I would talk to her. I think she's not out what I said.
okay.
That's what I thought.
Well, yes, you were wonderful, Mistress, as always, and you're always very entertaining and very educational. So we love having you on the show. Thanks for being here. Thank you, everybody. Thanks to our listeners. We wouldn't have this show if it wasn't for you guys. We do love your feedback. So, get on the server and give us your feedback. If you have questions that you want to ask the guests, get on the server and ask your questions. It's wonderful to be doing this podcast. And yeah, we want participants. So just participate more. We just love interacting with you guys. And yes, so that's it for the show. Thanks for being here on 3DX Slut Talk Live. Bye, sexies. We'll see you next week.
Nikki, it's always a pleasure. I love you, girl. Y'all have a good night. And we are going to log off now.
See you later, sluts.